Will, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, now you can hear me. Okay, good. Who else can hear me? Say hello.
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 Who's that, Jeremy?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you guys are so loud.
Hello.
All right, don't be so strange. All right, hi, kids. What day is today? Wednesday? Good. All right. Again, we need to look at our workbooks. Can you take out your workbook, please? Yesterday, I asked everybody to write page 40. Hello, Eric. Eric, did you write your workbook?
Yes,
Good. Did you write page 41?
I will see.
Okay. Zoe, did you finish page 41? Fifi, where are you? Fifi, did you finish page 41? Fifi, you need to turn on your microphone when you talk, okay? Hello, Oliver.
Hi.
Hi. Eric Young, we can see your underwear. Wesley, your hair's a mess. Well, you just woke up? What happened?
Dear Lucy, I will go to take my work with
Okay, go take your grandmother.
you.
Wesley, stop playing with the camera.
Yay.
Oliver, turn on your video. We want to see your face. It scares mosquitoes. Fifi, answer my question. If you were a boy, would you hit Eric Young?
Young. If I were a boy, I would hit him.
I would hit him too. Wesley, if you were rich, what would you buy first?
I will buy.
It's not Will, Wesley.
Start
with this way. If I were rich.
If I were rich, I
would buy a present for Fifi.
I will buy the present for every people.
Really? Even
No.
Oliver? Or except Oliver? Boy, Wesley, you're so slow. Zoe, if Eric Young were rich, would you marry him?
If Eric Young were rich, I wouldn't marry.
And this is a great sentence to say. Even if he were rich, I wouldn't marry him. Right? Right? So try that, Zoe. Say even.
Even
if
Eric Young weren't rich, I wouldn't marry.
I think you guys are all forgetting your English. Oliver, if you were hungry, would you eat your socks?
No, if I weren't hungry,
I still wouldn't.
I still wouldn't eat
Socks. Vivian, if you were hungry, would you eat bugs?
hungry. I still wouldn't eat bugs.
Perfect. You used the still. I didn't need to tell you. Henry, if you were hungry, would you eat snake meat? Henry, do you have a microphone?
Say again.
No. If you were hungry, would you eat snake meat?
No, I won't eat snake.
It's not won't, Henry. What is it? I wouldn't.
I wouldn't eat snake meat
Meat.
if I were free.
Hungry. But Henry, listen to this. Listen to how you can use the word still. If I were hungry, I still wouldn't eat snake meat. Do you understand what that means? Henry, say it.
I wouldn't eat snake meat.
Even I still wouldn't eat snake meat.
Even I still
No, listen again, Henry. Say this again. If I were hungry. Henry, is your microphone broken? And Henry's internet is
if I
dead.
were hungry.
Start again. Sometimes your internet is slow, Henry. Say it again. If I were hungry. And Henry's dead.
No,
Vivian, help him say it. If I were hungry.
I were hungry. I still wouldn't
if I
eat
were
snake
hungry.
meat.
Good. I still wouldn't eat snake meat. Who's making noise? Sometimes we say it like this. Who's acting crazy? Eric, what are you, a gorilla? All right, Wesley, where are you? Wesley, are you here? Wesley disappeared.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, you can hear me? Okay, let's talk about marrying Jessie. Okay, marrying Jessie. If Jessie were the last girl in the world, would you marry her? If Jessie were the last girl in the world, would you marry her? Wesley, are you thinking about it?
No.
So say it. Even if she were.
Huh?
Oh, it's like talking to gorillas. Even if she were
Even if she were
the last girl in the world.
the last girl in the world, I wouldn't marry her.
Good. Phoebe, let's talk about marrying Oliver. If Oliver were the last boy on earth, would you marry him? Maybe this is a yes, Oliver.
No.
Even if he were.
Even if he were the last boy on the earth, I wouldn't marry him.
That sentence is right. Let's talk to Howard. If Sophie were the last girl on earth, would you marry her? Don't lie, Howard. Where'd Howard go? Did Howard run away? Oh, you guys are terrible. Let's ask Eric Young. Eric Young, can you do it? And nobody's here. So fun. Eric Ma, can you do it? Eric Ma, let's talk about marrying Fifi. If she were the last girl on earth, would you marry her?
If she is the last girl, I wouldn't marry her.
You're almost right, but say if she were the last girl. If she were.
If she were last girl, I wouldn't marry her.
Yeah, even if she were the last girl on earth, I still wouldn't marry her. All right, who's here? Howard, are you listening now? Howard, are you listening? Even if he gave you money, would you help Oliver? Even if he gave me money.
Even if he gave me money, I wouldn't
Help him.
help him.
Help him.
Help him.
All right, everybody look at page 41. Do you see page 41 in your workbook? At the top, let's look at page 41. Oh, I just dropped my book. Can everybody see it? I hope you wrote page 41. Number 1 says, your best friend, go sightseeing, go hiking. They already wrote number 1. So who's going to help me read number 1? Raise your monkey hand. Good, Zoe. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Monkey hand.
Who said monkey hand? Hey, I'm just curious, but Mina, can you hear me? Leo, Ray, Justin, Tammy, Sienna, Fifi, why did you guys turn off your videos? Did you turn them off or it just turned off by itself?
看见到吗？摄影机关掉了，没有收到你。
Okay, Zoe, read number 1 for me, please.
Would your best friend rather go sightseeing than go hiking?
All right. Did you notice in this paper they wrote than go hiking? Actually, the book is kind of making a mistake, okay? But you could say than, but really they told us already to write like this. Would your best friend rather go sightseeing or go hiking? Do you remember in the question we should use or? Did you hear what I said? So in the book where they wrote than, above it, I want you to write the word or, O-R. Henry, read it for me again, number 1.
Would your best friend rather go
Sightseeing.
sightseeing than go hiking?
Yeah, but I want you to change something, Henry.
Sightseeing or go hiking?
Yeah, I want you to change that than to or. Actually, the book has already told us they should write or, right? Does everybody see that? All right. It's not a big problem to write than because it's rather than, but in questions we should write or. I don't know what the book is doing. So look at number 2. You and your family get a tour of the city, go shopping. Tour of the city means to go around the city and see all the sights. So who wrote number 2? And this time I want you to use the word or. Who wrote number 2? Okay, Will, read number 2 for me, please.
Would you and your rather get happy?
Read it again. We didn't hear you. Would you and your family
Would you your family of the city and or
go shopping? Sophie, can you read number 2? Read it, please.
Would you and your family rather get tour of the city or go shopping?
Perfect. Or go shopping. Would you and your family rather get a tour of the city or go shopping? Everybody say the word tour. Okay, good. Number 3, your mother, travel by elephant, fly in a dinosaur. So who's going to read number 3 for me? This time I want you to use or. Sabrina, can you do number 3? And Sabrina disappeared. Did she turn off the video so she didn't have to answer my question? Is she running away? Oh my God, everybody's running away. All right, there's not many kids here. Eason, are you here today? Eason, read your answer for number 3. Are you looking at page 41, Eason? All right, Eason, listen, okay? Eric Ma, can you do it? Number 3.
Yes.
Speak loudly, please.
Would your mother rather travel by ship than fly in an airplane?
You're not wrong, but I want you don't write than. I want you to write or. So I want your sentence to go like this. Would your mother rather travel by ship or fly in an airplane? So read it again.
Would your mother rather travel by ship or fly in an airplane?
Yeah, or fly in an airplane. Fifi, read number 4. Visit museum, go to Henry's house. Would you?
Would you rather visit a museum or go to the zoo?
Yeah, zoo is Henry's house. Sorry, I said it the wrong way. All right. Henry, would you rather stay home or go back to school?
I would rather go to school than stay at home.
Vivi, would you rather sit next to Oliver or put a pencil in your eye?
I would rather put a pencil in my eye than sit next to Oliver.
Perfect. Often in English, we say this as a joke, something that sounds terrible, and because we really don't want to do it. For example, if Zoe said, "Oh, I would rather eat cockroaches than kiss Howard." Just joking. Of course, Zoe's not going to eat the cockroaches, and then of course, Vivi's not going to put a pencil in her eye. But we just joke and say we really don't want to do something. Got it? Sophie, would you rather sit next to Henry or cut off your head?
I will cut off my head than sit to.
Next to my
Huh?
next to Henry.
Next to him.
Good. Howard, would you rather shoot yourself or hug Vivian?
I would shoot myself.
Say it again. I would rather.
I would rather shoot myself
Than hug my.
than hug Vivian.
Did you say my Vivian?
No,
Oh, one of these days I'm going to trick you. Eric Ma, would you rather kiss Teacher Michelle or kiss Lindsay? Do you think he's going to answer? Just say, I would rather shoot myself in the head than kiss Lindsay.
I would rather shoot myself and or
In the head
in the head
than kiss
than
Eason.
kiss Ethan.
Oh, Eason too. All right, who didn't answer the question? Let's see. Sabrina, are you here now? Sabrina, did you run away when I was trying to talk to you? Sabrina can't hear me. Oh, I'm gonna go crazy. Eric Young, you try a question. Are you listening? Ready? Eric Young, would you rather be a girl or a dog?
I would rather be. Can you repeat again?
Sure. Would you rather be a girl or a dog?
I would rather be a dog
Than a girl.
than a girl.
You guys are so strange. All right, Sabrina's not here. Fifi, if you were an adult, would you rather be a teacher or a doctor?
If I were an adult, I would
Not a dog,
rather
an adult, an adult. It's not a-
an adult. If I were an adult, I would rather be a doctor than a teacher.
Good answer. Teachers don't have any money. Zoe, if you were tired, would you rather sleep on the ground or sleep on an air mattress?
I would rather sleep on an air mattress than sleep on the ground.
Vivian, if you went to Tokyo, would you rather eat Japanese food every day or eat Chinese food sometimes?
Go to Tokyo.
If I
I
went to,
would,
wait, if I went to,
if I went to Tokyo, I would rather eat Chinese food sometimes than eat
Japanese food every day.
Japanese food every day.
Very good. Henry, if you went to America, would you rather eat hamburgers every day or eat steak every day?
I would rather steak every day than
Hamburgers. If I went to America.
if I went to America.
Good. Howard, if your mother were angry at you, would you still love her? Good. Zoe, if your mother were angry at you, would you still love her? Zoe, can you hear me?
Yes.
Zoe, can you hear me? Say yes.
Yes.
If your mother were angry at you, would you still love her?
If my mother were angry at me, I would still love her.
Of course you would. Vivian, if Teacher Michelle gave you a bad grade, would you still work hard?
Teacher Michelle gave me a bad grade. I will still work hard.
Of course you would. Fifi, if you fell down, would you get up and try again?
If I fell down, I wouldn't get up and cry again.
I didn't say cry. Try again.
If I fell down, I would get up and try again.
Very good. Henry's still not here. Who can I ask? Will, if you fell off a horse, would you get back on and ride it again?
Can you say again?
Sure. If you fell off a horse, would you get back on and ride it again?
If I fall off the horse,
Say it again. Say if I fell off a horse.
if I fell off the horse, I will.
Not will, I would.
I would
Get back on. I would get back on.
I would be back up
Get back on and ride it again.
and be back on and ride it again.
Good. Henry, can you talk now?
Yes,
Henry, if a girl said she didn't like you, would you still be nice to her?
I would. I wouldn't. I would be nice to her.
I would still be nice to her,
I would still be nice to,
even if she didn't like me.
even if she didn't like me.
All right, pay attention. Who can say an answer? Howard, are you ready? Howard, are you here? Howard, if Lindsay shouted at you, would you shout at him? If Lindsay shouted at me,
If Lindsay shouted at me, shouted at me, I
wouldn't.
wouldn't shout at him.
Good. Ethan, if you were hungry, how many dumplings could you eat? If you were hungry, how many dumplings could? Everybody notice I said could and not would? Ethan, how many dumplings could you eat if you were really hungry?
If I really hungry,
If I were,
if I were really hungry, I would eat 5 dumplings.
five dumplings. You're really hungry and you eat 5 dumplings. You mean rice dumplings, right? Or 水饺.
水饺.
Oh, only 5. Oh my God, Vivi can eat 20. I love it when Vivi does this. Fifi, if you were really hungry, how many dumplings could you eat? Really hungry. Fifi, are you listening?
Yes.
Say it.
If I were really hungry, I would eat 10 dumplings.
But Fifi, I don't want you to say I would. None of us could. How many could you eat if you were really hungry?
I could eat 10 dumplings if I were really hungry.
Only 10? Howard, if you were really, well, Howard's not here. Will, if you were really hungry, how many dumplings could you eat?
If I were really hungry,
Could.
I could eat
How many dumplings? We didn't hear you. Say it again. How many dumplings?
12 dumplings.
12 dumplings. Henry, if you were really tired, could you sleep for 20 hours? Could you sleep for 20 hours?
If I were very tired, I couldn't sleep 20 hours.
If you want to say couldn't, it would probably sound something like this. Even if I were really tired, I still couldn't sleep for 20 hours. Try that.
Even if I am very tired.
Wait, you made a mistake. What's the mistake?
Even if I were very tired.
Good.
I still couldn't sleep 20 hours.
Good. Zoe, if you had time, could you eat a pizza by yourself?
If I had time, I couldn't eat a pizza by myself.
Only one pizza? So easy. Sophie, if you were angry, could you break a window? If you were angry, could you break a window?
If I were angry, I wouldn't
Break a window.
break a window.
It's very easy to break a window. You just pick up JJ and throw him. So easy. JJ, are you here? You're late for class. You have to do more homework because you're so late. Why are you late for class? JJ, why are you late? JJ, are you going to talk to me? Just say I was late because I want to be late. I was late because I was talking to girls online. JJ, if you were hungry, how many dumplings could you eat?
If I were hungry, I would eat.
Not would. We're going to try could. I could.
I could eat 10 dumplings.
Only 10 dumplings? Sophie said she could eat 30.
What?
That's what she said. I don't know. Little girls are surprising. I don't know. Maybe. Eric Young. Are you listening, Eric Young? Eric.
Yes.
If you were thirsty, could you drink a beer? JJ could.
I would drink a beer
If I were thirsty.
if I was thirsty.
Oh my God. Who can I ask? Eason. If Zoe took your money, would you tell anybody?
If Zoe were took
Yeah,
my
if Zoe took my money,
if Zoe took my money, I will tell
I would.
everybody. I would tell everybody.
Everybody?
Yes, everybody.
Oh, you mean like even the bus driver? All right, Vivian. If Teacher Maggie gave you homework, oh, sorry, if Teacher Michelle gave you homework, could you tell her you didn't want to do it?
Michelle gave me homework. I couldn't tell I don't want to do it.
Very good. Henry, if a pretty girl gave you her telephone number, what would you do with the telephone number? If a pretty girl gave you her telephone number, what would you do with the telephone number?
I would.
Speak louder.
I would.
I would call her if she.
No,
Say it.
I would call her if she gives her phone number.
So you would call her if she gave you her telephone number.
I would call her if she
Gave.
gave me her telephone.
He said he would call her, JJ. Do you believe that? JJ, if Vivian were the last girl in the world, would you marry her?
If Vivian is the
If
what
Vivi
were the
were, if Vivi were.
Vivian were the last girl in the world, I wouldn't marry her.
JJ, this is a good time to say still or even. Even if she were the last girl in the world, I still wouldn't marry her. Try that. Even.
Even Vivi is the last or the last.
Wait, stop. You have to say even if.
Even if Vivi were the last woman in the world, I still wouldn't marry her.
Very good. Sorry, Vivi. Sabrina, are you here? Sabrina, can you hear anything?
Yes.
Good. Sabrina, if you were really hungry, could you eat a sock? You're thinking about it too long. You ate one before, didn't you? Sabrina, do you know how to answer the question? Answer! Do you guys know this? I'm recording you and everybody can see everything you're doing right now. Oh, Fang Qi. Who can I ask? Vivi, if you got bad grades, would you hide them from your parents? Vivi, are you here?
Yes.
If you got bad grades, would you hide them from your parents?
Even if I got bad grades, I still wouldn't hide them from my parents.
Good answer. Who's ready? Vivian. Vivian, would you rather be the richest girl in the world or the prettiest girl in the world?
I would rather be the richest girl in the world than the prettiest girl in the world.
Really? JJ, would you rather be the smartest boy in the girl in the world or the coolest boy in the world?
I would rather be the smartest boy than be a cool boy.
The coolest boy.
The coolest boy.
Sophie, would you rather be the prettiest girl in the class or the richest girl in the class? Turn on your microphone louder.
I would rather be a richest girl in the class than the prettiest girl in the class.
Henry, would you rather be the most handsome boy in the world or the strongest boy in the world?
你他妈搞什么死人头啊？
干嘛又没找到？
I would rather be
The
most handsome boy in the world than be a strongest boy
in the world. Good. Jeremy, are you here? Jeremy, are you here?
Yes,
Jeremy, would you rather be in Teacher Michelle's class or Teacher Daniel's class?
Teacher Michelle.
I would rather be.
I would rather be in Teacher Michelle's class
than
Teacher Daniel's class.
Very good. Who didn't answer a question in a long time? Anybody want to try it? Oliver, are you here? Nelson, are you here? Why do you guys come here and not answer? Mina, you want to answer a question? Jesse, are you here? Everybody's hiding from me. JJ. Oh, who's talking? Jesse?
Here.
Jesse,
Me.
Jesse, would you rather be a pig or a monkey? Jesse, can you answer the question? Okay, I'll ask somebody else. Ray, are you here? Can you answer the question?
Yes.
Okay, Ray, listen. Would you rather lose all your friends or lose all your hair?
I would rather lose all the friends than lose all the hair.
Your hair is so important. Your hair is more important than your friends. Oh my God,
Yes.
you guys are so strange. Fifi, everybody look at the page I just told you to read. Page, what is it? Page 41. Does everybody see page 41? On section 4, my best friend would rather go hiking than go sightseeing. Did everybody write a number 2? Fifi, did you write a number 2? Fifi, read your number 2, please.
My family and I would rather go shopping than get a tour of the city.
Very good. Read number 3, please, Henry.
My mother would rather travel by an airplane than travel by ship.
Thank you. Read number 4, please, Sabrina. Sabrina.
You would visit a museum than go to the zoo.
Say it again. I would rather what?
I would rather visit a museum than go to the zoo.
All right, kids, we don't have time to read anymore. The internet's going to stop. Please finish section 5. Do you understand? And then next time, tomorrow, we're also going to start reviewing Unit 4. So look at your Unit 4, again, the Unit 4 vocabulary, so I can ask you questions from Unit 4. So Unit 9 and Unit 4 for tomorrow. JJ, I know you're tired. Stop yawning. JJ's like this, like that. So tired. All right, kids, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Can everybody say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.